Hey guys, gotta make this quick video of this dream I had last night. Sorry about the sun, it's kind of screwed up, but whatever. Okay, so past 3 days I have had violent dreams. I believe they're done by Christ, but I had violent dreams. I ended up punching the wrong person in one of them, and that was it. And he wanted to teach me the finer art of fighting or something. Anyway, I don't know. But anyway, I said, yeah, whatever. If he'll stop yelling in my head, go for it. So, I had two dreams that were... Last night, I had two dreams that were about dealing with hostile situations. Was nothing bad. And then the third dream was the worst. Now he said I got two more days to go to have these lesson dreams about fighting or violence or bad hostile situations. You know, instead of reacting in violence, maybe there's another way out, that type of thing. But anyway, last night was brutal. So I got done the first two dreams, which were just nothing much. I can't really remember them right now. But he goes on. He's talking. He says, Jesus Christ, the sun is really messing me up. So he goes on and says, so I'm going to have another dream. So he comes into my head, puts the energy in my head, whatever he does, and I have this dream. And I'm in the dream, it starts off like this. Me and my little brother are somewhere in like a variety store, and we're buying a joint, and we're going to smoke it, me and him. Just one joint, me and my brother. So we're in there, and I know this guy. I've like bought weed off this guy before, right? And he's a Indian from India, and Eastern Indian. Anyway, for some reason, he knows me. I know he knows me because I was there before and bought some. And he starts asking me questions, and I screwed up one of the answers. And I'm like, he's testing me. Why the fuck is he testing me? Because I'm thinking he's not supposed to be selling it. Well, I know he's not supposed to be selling this shit over the counter, right? So he asked me these questions. I screwed up on one. I was thinking about something else. Anyway, he goes, well, you gotta go talk to this other guy. Fucking all right. So he takes me around over to the inside the store, which was now like a warehouse, huge warehouse. And I'm walking all the way in the back, and there's like warehouse things going on. And what did I do? This little old Indian lady, she was looking at me, and she was real sarcastic, and she's chirping at me, right? Like really bad. And I'm like, what the shut up. Like, who the hell are you? Right? She goes, oh, it's one of them white guys, stuff like that. She goes, oh, what's he here for? What's he gonna get? Blah 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 blah. And then then this big tall guy comes over. He's real skinny, he's really tall. And he goes, so he says something like, so what do you need, or something like that. And I'm like, and I have to deal with this guy to get the joint. And I'm like, really? A joint? I don't know. Hey, Christ's dream, right? So I'm like, I gotta talk to this guy, and he's asking me questions, and I got him all right. And then he says something else to me. He says something else to me, and I don't really know what it was, but I remember I'm like, oh, here we go. Like, I was supposed to confront him. He's supposed to test me or something. I don't know what it was. Anyway, I walk over to him, and he punches me in the head. Right? So I put up my fist, And I walk over. He punches me in the head. I get my fist up and I pop him one right in the face, and blood leaks out his lip right here, just pours out of his lip, and it looked real, like really real. I'm like, damn, that looks like real blood. And then he says something to me. I don't know what he says, but it's like, get ready because we're gonna have a good fight or something like that. And so I take off my glasses and I get my fist ready, and I can punch with two arms like a boxer. But in reality, I can't. Like I can, but my left arm is so weak. My right arm's the force, right? And the punching one. But anyway, I can in this dream I can punch, I guess, and with two arms. So I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to take my glasses off because I'm totally pissed. The old lady's still chirping at me. He's chirping at me, and I'm just focusing on him. I ain't saying nothing. I'm getting ready, and we're gonna have it out. And I'm getting ready to punch him out. And just as he's starting to engage me, and I'm starting to engage him, we're getting ready to go. All of a sudden, I hear my brother screaming, and they're beating up my brother on the other side of the warehouse. So I leave my glass. I don't remember. I turn around and I ran, and I'm running. And I said, "Keep your fucking drugs," like this. I don't need your fucking drugs. And so I'm running. I see the guy. He's pounding. My brother's on the ground. He's screaming for help from me, for me to help him. And I see this pipe. And the guy don't see me coming, and I grab this pipe off a box or something. It's like a lead pipe, and I come up and I jump up in the air and I fucking slam it down on his back, the guy's back. I could have cracked him across the head, but I didn't want to. And then he gets up. As he's getting up, I grab him by right here. I grab him by the shirt and I push him back against the wall. I go back real hard against the wall. I mean, I go smash, and I put the bar right up into his throat, and I'm crushing his windpipe. And then I take out my knife. I have this big hunting knife, always in the spirit world. I take out my hunting knife and I stick it right up to his fucking eye, and I go, "It's fucking over now," or something like that. And all of a sudden I wake up, and everybody's screaming. Jesus is screaming, and all of a sudden, one Jesus is in my head doing something, looking down. I can see his eyes upside down looking at me. And there's another Jesus beyond him looking down at me. And the Jesus beyond him goes, "Christ is his name." Like that. To me. He goes, "Well done, Richard." The one Christ goes, "Well done, Richard. That's unbelievable." And then the other Christ goes, the other Jesus goes, "Christ is his name." which was to me. So it was like a test, another test, violence, and I passed it all. And the only reason, and I go, I should have killed that son of a bitch that was beating on my brother, right? Because my brother didn't do nothing. He wasn't even buying the drugs, I was, but they were beating him up. And he goes, "Either way, you would have passed." Jesus goes, "Why did you how come you didn't stab him in the eye or whatever with your knife?" And I go, "Well, there was a reason." Let me think. I go, "Well, to me, they were just testing me to see if I was loyal or something, and that I wasn't a bad guy, like a cop or something." And I wasn't. And I go, "That's the only reason I didn't stab him. But I fucking wanted to." And I go, I ain't gonna stab him in the head just because he's cracking my brother one. I should have, but I didn't. And I knew instinctively the guy who was just testing me. And the guy I was fighting, he was just testing me to see if I'm loyal to his father, the drug dealer or some goddamn thing. I don't know. And I go, "What the hell was with that old lady there chirping at me all the time?" And he goes, "Oh, we put her in there to see if you can deal with there's a certain word he used." She was giving me she was bitching at me constantly, really bad. We put her in there to see if you could deal with it. And I'm like, I don't. And I go, well, how come they're all Indians? How come I have to fight all Indians? I go, what's with the Indians? And he goes, well, you know, we got to make black versus white people all the time. And he goes, so we use Indians for you. I'm like, all right, whatever. And I guess I'm assuming if you're black, you're going to get a white guy. If you have this Christ dream, or one like it, they got plenty of everything. Anyway, then what really blew me away, I go, what did you mean? He goes, what did you mean? Christ is his name. Referring to me. Well, I go, what did he mean by that? And he goes, you're a Christ, and you proved it again. And he was watching you fight, and you passed with flying colors. And that's what he said. Christ is your name, which means once I'm a Christ, we're all Christs. So, like when I say there's 100 billion Jesus Christs running around the planet out doing good things, I'm not one, as far as I know. I mean, I do good things, but I don't know. He goes, you're a Christ in St. Lucian. Just leave it there. I'm like, all right, good enough. I don't know. That was crazy. I woke up. I had the pipe, my arm into the guy's throat. The guy was turning purple. I took my knife right up to him and I go, you leave my fucking brother alone. I go, he didn't do a goddamn thing. And I didn't stab him or nothing, so that was pretty cool, I think. Anyway, with that, that was another Christ thing. Oh, I found out. So I was Christ like last year, but I was like teeter-totter. I do bad things and do good things. Well, this was the ultimate violence test, right? This test they gave me was like the ultimate violence test or something to see how I'd work out. So it turns out I passed. Christ is his name. I thought that was cool because it freaked me out. I wasn't expecting anything like that. Turns out the 14th tier, you know, I was up at the 14th tier, I thought. They go, no, you were in the 16th tier 4 times, they said. And they told me that the other day. So that was pretty crazy. 16th tier. Do you know how high that is? I'm afraid of heights. So when I'm up there, I can't go looking around outside, above the clouds and all that, because you are literally up like above the clouds. I can't look down. I get freaked out. And then I wake up in bed and I'm fucking terrified. Anyway, that was pretty crazy. Okay, also I'm going to make another video later on about what happened with Crazy Jesus. It's going to blow your mind, and it's really important you learn this one because it's crazy. Holy shit. Anyway, I got to make that, so I'm going to keep this short and end this one. So that was my dream last night. More lessons on becoming a Christ. I'll just show you around before it fogs all up. It's a really windy, rainy day. No snow yet. We had one snowstorm. Middle of winter. Look at this bullshit. No snow. No snow. Never get any snow. Anyway, guys, I love snow. I want 5 feet. Later.